So I finally have the Switch 2 and I've just had 24 hours to just kind of play with it. I didn't want to make a video immediately because I want to actually try it before I talk about it. This thing is incredible. These Joy-Cons feel so seamless to just take off and put back on. I've literally been doing that even when I'm not playing the system, just taking them off and putting them back on. The mouse controls, amazing. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of go over everything I love about it, everything I don't love about it. So I only got 2 games because they're quite expensive. I got Cyberpunk 2077 and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I didn't want to support any of the game key cards because I think that's stupid. Just release them digitally. People are going to accidentally buy them thinking it's a full game and they're going to be disappointed. It is kind of Nintendo's fault for only doing 64GB cartridges, but I still think it's pretty bad practice to release a cart that basically has nothing on it. I think it's kind of just capitalizing off of Christmas because they want something on the shelf for people to buy. So I'll start off with the UI. Initially, I was disappointed. It looks exactly the same. The first thing I looked for was themes, no change, basic black, basic white. The most disappointing thing probably on the system so far, because generally it's been pretty positive. This is something that can be fixed in a later update. They didn't let the people that got a Switch early use the OS until June 5th. So I was kind of expecting some things to come out and discover some things myself when I first got the system, but everything was kind of already revealed, which I guess is good for marketing, but once you actually get the system, there's no more like little surprises. I don't know what it is about the main menu, but it just feels so much more clean, even though side by side they're literally kind of exactly the same. I'm pretty sure the icons are bigger, but that could just be the bigger screen. Speaking of which, this screen, it's not an OLED. You can't tell the difference through a camera, but it is significantly bigger. It's only 1 inch, which on paper doesn't sound too big, which that's what she said, but it's honestly an absolute game changer. I was never too bothered about handheld mode. I used it a lot obviously, but I wasn't blown away. It just kind of felt like a thing that the Switch could do. But now I actively want to play in handheld because of this screen. Like, it's so big and it's 120 refresh rate, which I don't have on my monitor and I don't have on my TV. So that's a nice bonus for playing in handheld. I'm not too sure how many games will utilize that because it's quite a high target to hit, but just the fact that the menus are so fluid. Mouse mode is something I was incredibly anticipating. There's not a huge amount of games that use it. This is the thing I was kind of most excited for because this is like the innovation, because everything else is kind of similar apart from the magnets. And yeah, it's amazing. It's so useful and so seamless. You don't even have to switch a setting. You can literally just put it down on any surface and immediately it works with mouse. The only complaint is games. Barely anything really uses it. Cyberpunk uses it, but I'm not really a fan of how it uses it. You can either use the mouse or the joystick. You can't switch between the two. You have to go into settings and switch it. And I'm not trying to play the game with a mouse the entire time. So it's kind of a no-go for me in Cyberpunk. For Fortnite, I'm not really a big Fortnite player. I just wanted to test it out. They're not adding that until June 7th. I know that's only 2 days, but Mario Kart World, no support. And in Welcome Tour, you can only use it for the mouse-specific ones. So it's not like you're actively using the mouse. You're kind of just using it for tech demos. So yeah, the actual feature itself is really cool. And I can't wait to see it implemented more. But that's just it. It's not implemented too much at the moment. And the little rails that come with them, they actually do add to the like compatible surfaces you can use this with. And it actually works pretty well with your leg. I know, like just thinking about that, it feels like, yeah, it works with your leg, but you would never want to use that. It actually works seamlessly. I can literally navigate the whole menu with this Joy-Con on my lap and it doesn't feel like a compromised version. It just feels like it just works. The stand is kind of hidden this time. Instead of a massive platform like it is on the OLED, it's just a small flap. It's a lot stronger than it looks, but I feel like it definitely could snap off if you push too hard. But at that point, you're trying to break your system. The eShop is completely revamped. It's a breath of fresh air. I went on there, I could navigate the menus. There's still a little bit of load time, but it's nowhere near what it was on the Switch 1. I can go right now from the top to the bottom and it loads in like less than a second. Game chat, it's just voice chat. I probably won't even use it. I'd rather use Discord, and not many of my friends really got a Switch too, so that probably won't be getting much use from me. Same for game share. If I'm in a scenario where I could use game share, I'll probably just use split screen.